remember everything I ever had being pinched. I remember being pushed around just a couple of times, hurt quite a lot. But as a result of that, I felt very unsafe in my own home, in the children's home. You sort of go to bed worried at night, worried that something might come and hit you or something. There's no protection there or anything like that. I went away from care for first when I was 13, but I spent most of my time on the run when I was in my 14th and 15th years. I think the majority of rent boys have come from care or on the run. That's not to say the majority of young people in care go on the game, it's just to say that the majority of people are on the game, young people that living, child prostitutes who lived in care or on the run. Because it's the only way of surviving. If you run away, it's like being an illegal immigrant. You just can't get by without money, obviously, to buy food and stuff. You can't earn it any other way because you're illegally on the run. You haven't got any papers or anything. I got beaten, raped once. Obviously, it wasn't a very nice thing to do, and the risk, it seemed to me that I felt safer out there than inside care, so the risk was, you know,
I'm not quite sure how deep the physical abuse goes, but I'm quite sure that mental torture goes very deep indeed. Right, thank you. Bye-bye. 98% of young people taken to care have been taken to care through no fault of their own. They're innocent. Yeah, but the first thing that happens is that you're taken away from everything you've ever known. You're taken away from everyone you'll ever know, you've ever known. You're taken away from anything and everything you can relate to. And you're usually put into an assessment centre initially. And an assessment centre is a place where they're going to assess your personality in a totally alien environment. Because you're continually being moved around and you're never given any sort of supportive figure, long-term supportive figure, your sort of trust in others becomes really, really weak and feeble. And trust is all part of giving love and emotion. And because you never get it long-term, and because people are always walking out on you, you find it incredibly difficult to give.
In the end, you tend to find out that the relationship you thought was a normal relationship, when you leave that place, you tend to find out, oh yeah, well, you phone up, and you tend to find out that that wasn't a normal relationship, that was a professional relationship, because that person doesn't want to know you after that. You're just gone, and that's it. And I know of homes where the girls will go out prostituting at night, come back, and the staff won't even know, or won't even care. And even if they do know that they've been out shoplifting, or they do know they have been on drugs, they choose to ignore it.
I just got in actually. How are you fixed up? For the chat? Still okay?
Basically, it's having no rights, having to go to bed at like 9 o'clock, you know, at night and things like that. Buying sanitary towels, things like that. Being doled out a sanitary towel one at a time, having to go up to a male member of staff and ask him for a sanitary towel or whatever.
The stuff that you use to wash your dishes is like a great big tub plastic jar, and it's put into a little cup or something. Food, buying food, and you feel pretty silly when you walk into a cheese shop and like there's all these great big slabs of cheese which you're supposed to buy a little bit of, but because all you've ever seen in the community home is great big round slabs of cheese, you sort of think, oh wow, that's really expensive, you know, I can't afford it. Instead of thinking I can afford a bit of it, you think I can't afford it, and you work away and leave it. You know, that logic sometimes just slips somewhere, and it's not your fault. A lot of community homes don't have enough rooms for young people to have a room of their own. So you're always sharing, or you're always living on top of other people. And it's just so silly because you never taught to be able to handle your own space. You're never given your own space enough to be able to handle being on your own once you have left care.
Do you think care is the right term to use for
They don't know the meaning of it. Don't know the meaning of it at all. I don't know why they call it care. They don't know the meaning of it.
those are just some of the problems affecting young people in care.